As you can see, I have all the ingredients laid out. I'm gonna give the rice a quick stir. I'm pre-cooking the rice because it does take about 10 minutes. Cook the rice according to package. There's 2 cups in there, remember that. But I will touch back on that when we start the rice. So, first we're gonna do the chicken breast, only because they take an hour to cook. So, very simple. I don't add seasonings on the chicken breast because the bacon is salty, so it gives it flavor. And so does the cream cheese. This is a little disgusting because you're like handling it raw. But what we're going to do is we're going to slather some cream cheese on. This is a little tedious sometimes. Sometimes it works with that. Sometimes you need a knife. So we're going to smooth the cream cheese on. You can put as little or as much as you want. I just kind of try to coat the outside of the chicken. 4 pieces of asparagus. And then 2 pieces of bacon. It's so simple, guys. This recipe is so simple, but yet so delicious. Just wrap that right around there. Nope, that one's not cooperating. Sometimes chickens and pigs don't get along. And we're gonna lay it in the dish. So that's that one. I'm also gonna show you that, sorry, I had the timer on for the rice. I'm also gonna show you that you can do them without bacon. For anyone who doesn't like pork. Again, they're not cooperating today, but just slather the cream cheese on. Four pieces of asparagus. It's so simple, these bacon wrapped chicken breasts stuffed with cream cheese and asparagus. So I'm gonna finish getting these ready and we'll be back in a moment. I've got the chicken all wrapped. As you see, I have one without the bacon. For people who don't like bacon, I just want to show you that you can do it either way, although it does taste much better with bacon. Preheated the oven to 350. We're gonna get these babies in here. Once we get them in the oven, set a timer for an hour. Hey Siri, set a timer for 1 hour.
Okay, it's set, and the suspense is killing me.
The suspense is killing her. And now we're gonna get started on the rice. The actual rice is cooked, but I'm gonna show you how we do my fried rice. So a little bit of oil, my favorite, crushed garlic, spoonful. As you know, guys, I rarely measure things out. Rarely. The onions, that's probably about an onion. 2 carrots, diced. We're gonna throw those in. There was a couple of pieces of asparagus left. Why not? Throw those in too. So I know we bought fresh broccoli today, but we do our broccoli the same way we do our onions, and we will do an episode about all that later on. But I just want to get rid of the frozen stuff first, and we will replenish it with what we bought today. So throw that in. And then we have a cup each of the peas and corn. We're going to throw that in. Now we're going to just let it heat up, cook through, and get a good little sear on it. With the rice, it's very versatile. You can make it vegetarian. You can add chicken in, you can add bacon, like pretty much anything, steak, whatever you want. And if you add a protein or a meat in with the rice, it makes it a 1-dish meal, which is really good. You can do so many things with rice. I love rice. So the rice is ready. We're gonna give this a good sear and we'll be right back. The vegetables are all done. The reason these take a little longer is because there's frozen peas, frozen corn, and the broccoli was frozen, so there's a lot of water in them. So what we do, or what I do, is I wait for the water to kind of boil out of it, which in turn cooks the carrots, okay? As you can see on this side, we have 6 eggs in the pan, and we're just going to kind of scramble them, but not in the traditional way. As you guys already know, my 3 favorite ingredients are salt, pepper, and a little bit of chili pepper flakes. It's totally up to you if you want to add chili pepper flakes to the rice, but I like it. It just gives it a nice little taste. So just a little bit, not even a lot, or if you want a lot, add a lot. Totally up to you. Same with the salt and pepper. I just do enough to give it a little taste. Just little sprinkles I do. But again, everyone has different tastes. And as you know from my first episode, well, I guess that won't tell a lot, but my recipes are very resilient. You can pretty much do what you want with them. If you want to add different seasonings in here, you can. It's not a big deal. The reason I'm doing the eggs separate is because it shows you that you have the option. You don't even have to put the eggs in the fried rice if you want it to be just a vegetarian option, okay? So these are almost done. Just chop them so that they're like little pieces. You don't want too big of chunks. There we go. So the eggs are done. We're going to turn this off. We're going to open this pot. How beautiful does that look? Look at all the colors, and it looks so appetizing. So we're going to add the eggs in. And then we're going to give this a stir. As you can see, most of the water is now out, which is good because you don't want it too soggy, right? So now that that's all done and mixed, we are going to add the rice that was pre-cooked earlier. Rice is a funny thing. Sometimes it comes out soggy, sometimes it comes out perfect. I did cook it according to the package, but it's got a little soggy, maybe from the sitting today. So let's mix this all together. We can turn this burner off now, sorry, because the water's all evaporated out. So let's just give this a really good stir. And I've put out already 3/4 cup of soy sauce. We may not need it all, and we may need more, who knows. Let's see, let's start with that much. Some people like more soy sauce in the rice, some people like less. Again, it's totally up to you. Guys, play with your food. Do what tastes good to you. This is how I learned how to cook. Just throw things in. I rarely measure things out. I only measured out the soy sauce just to give you guys an idea, because a lot of people are like, well, how much of this and how much of that? You know what? Seriously? However much you want. What tastes good to you? You know what? I'm going to throw it all in. Just to give it a nice brown. I need a maid. Who wants to volunteer to be my maid? Because I'm making quite the mess with this. There you go. The rice is done. Now we just gotta wait for the chicken and everybody can eat. So my timer just went off. An hour is up. We're gonna check on these bad boys. Okay, you know what? The one without the bacon is done. So we're gonna put this up here. The one with the bacon, as you can see, the bacon is still not quite crisp. So what we are going to do is we are going to put it on broil for 5 minutes. Let's take these babies out of the oven. Oh yeah, look at that. Look how nice and crispy the bacon got with that 5 minutes of broil. Doesn't that look delicious? We are going to put these on a different plate to get them out of the grease. And then it's time to eat. This is my favorite part, watching people enjoy my food. Today I opted for more vegetables.
And it's good.
Yeah, it's really good.
I love it.
Thank you. I'm glad you guys like it.
It's really good.
Nice. Oh my god. Okay, so now that everyone's eaten, and they loved it, I might add, we are going to portion out our leftovers. As you can see, I have some pre-done, but it's so easy. You just put it into the glassware. Squeeze the chicken down. put on the snap lid, and it started to be frozen. Remember, I told you last week, glass snapware. The plastic containers, food will get freezer burn. This can keep in the fridge up to like 3-4 weeks. And remember, just put it in, close the door. When you want that portion, take it out, put it in the microwave, take it to work with you. You can make bigger portions and have another dinner another day this week, but it's all about saving money and time. Everyone's on a budget, right? And everyone's on a time schedule. That's my show for this week. Thank you guys. I'll see you next Saturday.